go up on YouTube channel. You know the thing go. Big up yourself every time. Also, you don't know, big up to Crack, our engineer for this evening. Jano Crack, a long time. I don't see you forward on a Saturday.
Yeah, Mr. Wisdom.
You know what I mean? Long time I don't see you forward on a Saturday, but good to see you. Big up yourself every time. You see it. And all the listeners from near and far, you don't know whether or not they're on a lane, on a corner, on a ends, on a block. You don't know. We say good afternoon. Thanks for making What's the Scoop your program of choice. What about the peeps on IRIE FM.net? You don't know. Bless up on yourself every time. You know we think go. You know them go collision and them have feel lucky. You know?
Yeah, man. Global.
Yeah, man. You know IRFM thing go. The thing no normal, none at all. So you don't know. Of course, we have to big up everybody, making sure say it lock in and clock in each week, and of course, you know for that we're grateful all the time. You know the thing go. But you know what's the scoop? So we have to get into the dish real and fast. You see it. All right, so many things happened, of course, but right now the scoop is that in Battle Dancehall producer Shabdon will have to wait until November 10 for his legal representation to make a bail application in the gun court of the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. We understand. So I have to wait until about November 10, like we said, before he can know whether or not if he'll be getting bail. So I mean the situation is so unfortunate. Of course, his real name is Linval Thompson Jr. And you know the situation of a lot of persons may not know, but I mean he was found with illegal possession of firearm and also charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Jano, collision, what do you feel about this?
Well, I tell you, I'm tired to hear the same thing over and over. With Jamaican entertainers.
This man I was saying the same thing. I mean, it just sad for no boy the entertainers there when he's not. I mean, so many entertainers in a jail, so many entertainers in a prison, producers, engineers. Is what go on, man. I like how it's
I think Sting are keeping a prison this year.
Look here, I mean, the whole of show can keep over the facts. And we don't really like that.
No.
Because, we want to encourage the youths, them, if you decide, say, you're entertain and, if you come from certain garrison communities, it don't mean, say, boy, certain lifestyle will live or you're their own. You're supposed to can live even when you get stardom or even when something good are going for it means you have to take it and just follow through and keep it in mind. We don't know the full situation with this case, but nevertheless we just have send out some positive vibes to all the persons who are part of the situation, and also all of the youths them who feel like say boy them idolize certain works from these persons. Just stay focused, you know what I mean?
You know crazy enough though, Mac. Since this whole incident, I actually see a picture of him with his face showing.
Right.
Because if you check his social media platforms, all him face, either him have on a mask or him put him logo over him face.
Yeah, true
so,
facts.
Yeah, man, if this never happened, probably enough we wouldn't even know, say, a Shabdon that. Who don't know him?
You see that real thing. I mean, as I say, him put out some good work, some nice song produced with Cartel and Tommy Lee and TJ and Squash, So, I mean, he might put in the work and it would be nice. I'm sure there's a lot more that he can produce. So, we could see what going on coming at the early week. Of course, they did say November 10. So, November 10, we'll see whether or not if he gets a bail application, if his lawyers are successful, and also with his co-accused as well, because his co-accused is also still in custody. So, it is what it is. In other news now, of course, singer Tanya Stephens may be taking the United States off her list of places to travel for the near future. This after the U.S. announced that come November 8, all non-immigrant, non-citizen, and air travelers will have to provide proof of vaccination status before boarding a plane to the country. So in an Instagram post, of course, earlier on this week, she said, listen out, and I quote, "I'm not gonna wear where my human rights have to be given up on entry," end quote. Collision, you are going to know. You see, the thing about it is that, a lot of entertainers have to, this is how they earn, the real food. You know what I mean? Going out and doing shows and, touring and all these different things. Now, since COVID, it's been a year and a half now, and a lot of entertainers, not really get a chance for the tours and these things. There's mixed reactions. Some persons say, yo, I go on to the vaccination thing, but guess what I go on, say food have to eat and, road have to take on, and probably some persons have family in the US and all these things. Tanya is saying, listen, she's not going to enter any country that that is telling her that she has to somewhat be vaccinated before entering. So what you feel about that?
Well, everybody have them own opinion, and I mean it's her body, so she is entitled to make that decision. I saw another entertainer saying, he's going to burn his US visa because him not take no vaccine either.
Right.
So I mean it's her body, and if she has done her research and it states where, whatever reason why she's not taking the vaccine, then can't bash her for that.
No, I mean we can't bash her for anything we have to do with her.
With her body, yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely that's an individual decision.
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
her personal decision. But what do you say about? I mean, we're not even factoring Tanya in general, just overall as entertainer, knowing that this is the bread and butter, and knowing say, look here. I mean, there are so many. This is not just a US thing. This will be. It's going towards being a more global
thing.
situation. Do you think that this is a wise stance, even though it's an individual-based decision? But do you think it's a wise stance, being that is the only medium or the major medium that you earn from?
Well, why, man? I tell you, it still factor down to whosoever I go.
Yeah.
If you can find another, route, if you make the bread where you would have make over there, whether it be YouTube streams or whatever, you have to
or royalties or whatever the case might be.
So I mean, it's something that you have to factor in. That all right. So you make a lot of money by doing tours. All right, you're not a vaxxer. You're not.
You're an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do?
Because here's the deal now. I mean, if you ask me, like, sometimes in a territory, one can probably say, all right, we're going to make that sacrifice there for US because so on, so on, so on, But for the entertainer who don't say, boy, Europe them thing there, Africa them thing there, or certain other parts, the Caribbean islands and whatnot, it's a huge decision to make still, especially when you come on to say, this is the revenue, the real food, I mean, you get money from dub plate, you get money from, things here and there, little gigs here and there, but the real bulk of the food is when you get a show overseas.
And then, Courtney, don't be surprised if probably next year she change her mind, and
boy, I tell you this, the way Tanya move very strong with it,
But we see a lot of that all the time, you move strong.
Yeah.
And then a couple years down the line or a couple months down the line, you change.
Yeah, Crack is agreeing with Tanya, Crack is saying that, ultimately, and that's the thing there. And I'd say, I mean, as I said, as an individual, as an entertainer, it is your will. I personally have heard entertainers who, at first, they were saying that, listen out, you know what, no to vaccination, but you see, when them get the ultimatum and them hear about that thing there, them say, watch out.
Money have to make.
That's something on my thing, and I'm not really too agree with that something, but, so road have to do, road have to take on, and, especially persons who also have loved ones, I mean, sons and daughters and, family members overseas studying or whatnot, and they want to go visit them.
Exactly.
So.
But Courtney, even in our own backyards, it soon reach a point where, well, it's already there, where you have to be vaccinated to enter certain places.
We're hearing that.
It'll come a yard as well.
And it's also going on right now as it relates to the private sectors and many corporate agencies and companies. So also there's talks that was going around earlier on this week regarding to a Reggae Boys match.
Exactly.
Coming in January, and they're also
there's going to be one. I think it's next week.
And they said, listen out, they're I'm not sure if they made the final decision, but they're contemplating that, hey, more than likely it's only persons who are vaccinated.
Yeah, man, it's confirmed that 5,000 vaccinated patrons can enter the National Stadium.
See it there.
To watch that match.
See it there. So, I mean...
And but them say also for those who want to enter and are not vaccinated, then there will be a vaccination booth provided, you know.
Yeah,
so if you want to watch the match, you're not vaccinated.
Yeah. but in that case, I wonder if that booth would be a Johnson and Johnson, where it's a one go.
With one vaccine thing.
Yeah, because you know the others more than likely, you have to take two.
More than one dose.
So let's see what happened. But I mean, this is a decision. It ultimately lies with you as an individual. And also, some of the factors that you personally say, boy, you know what, I can take this stance because of whatever reason, whether it is that you're saying as based on Tanya, I mean, her human rights. I mean, she's not going to give up her human rights to enter any country, for that matter. Mm-hmm. So, it's up to you and your decision and what you want to make. It's a personal decision that you have to make, you know what I mean? So, yeah, big up to her. And big up to all the persons who, whatever decisions you take, but just do the right thing. Whatever work for you, work for you. All right, so in other news, we understand that Shaggy's I Need Your Love, that's a collaboration with Romanian singer and producer Ky-Mani. It officially went to Brit Certified Silver. So, I mean, it's certified silver now. Yesterday, we understand over 200,000 copies sold in the United Kingdom. So, big up to Shaggy. And this accomplishment, and of course, Ky-Mani. And of course, this song is doing well. I Need Your Love, bad tune.
Yeah.
Bad tune, pass so much views, whole heap of views. In fact, 233 million views on YouTube.
Nice.
So it'll go on with a bag of
Yeah, man, big up Shaggy.
Yeah, every time. As always, Shaggy always do some...
Always. From inception,
Always do some super work, and, sometimes there's some things when work on early and then it manifests into something really big.
Yes.
So, big up to Shaggy. Also in the news is Jacure. No, Collision, I don't know if you have followed with Jacure.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mark. When it started, I was following it, but no, I've grown bored.
Bored of it, or bored of Jacure,
Jacure in general. I don't know why. Him always find himself in some form of problem.
Look here, no man.
It's like problem I follow him or him I follow problem. One
Look
of them.
Here, Cure. I mean, after every issue, after every thing, I mean, we hear some good things about Cure, and then we hear several bad things, and we hear some situations where we are secure. But you are all person supposed to know about.
Exactly.
Being in the run with the wrong thing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you shouldn't put yourself in certain situations. Once again, this is still before the court, but what we know for sure is that he's still in Amsterdam, and based on court documents, he should, go back to court in January 2022.
Why?
So, come 2022, before we know exactly what is going on. So that's another 3 months basically. If you look at it at a certain based on dates, that he'll know his fate as it relates to getting bail. Not even as the case, because I'm not sure if that's the date for trial, but I know for sure that that's the time that more than likely they'll revisit the case. For many of you who probably just locked in and wonder what was happening, of course, Cure and the promoter in Amsterdam was in an altercation, and of course he was stabbed by Cure allegedly in the abdominal area, and as such he could be facing attempted murder. He could be facing many other charges. The Amsterdam piece, the Amsterdam peeps are actually checking out and dissecting the story. They're not making a lot of things public, but what we are aware of though is that he will return to court come January 2022. This whole thing unfortunate. You're surprised?
No.
Not surprised.
I mean, couple weeks before this incident, we saw him online making some accusations. He was saying that he was the first person to
do illegal recording
behind bars, and and me that say them something really never call for, so I'm not surprised.
And what I think for claim at first, I mean, who want to claim at first on that? I mean, that's not. There's so many other things where Cure go online and brag about where it's really not relevant, and as a Rasta sometimes you have to hold up your meds and
exactly, and not even that too, Courtney. He is a father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What kind of example are you
That's
setting
the situation
for
where currently I'm actually looking at as it relates to his current circumstances and the fact that he's not able to see his daughter.
Exactly.
And this is one of the things on my meds as it relates to the case, and this is the probably the part of the case that I'm saying, Jano, so this is the sad part. I mean, we understand maybe there's a lesson to be learned, but at the end of the day, sometimes it's a little bit difficult on the kids,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that as a father, you should have, put that into perspective when you do certain things.
Boy, I don't think Jackie, even though he portrays to be a good father based on what we see on social media and what we hear, but the actions overall in other circumstances don't prove that, All right, so you don't know, we reached the part where you don't know it's all about a big up and a burnout, every week we have to balance out the thing, So, Collision, what you big up this week?
More big up every one of the ladies that's locked in right now.
Nice.
I mean, I don't think we as men appreciate the ladies how we supposed to, cause all of them go through on a daily basis.
True, facts.
Yeah, man. So I big up the ladies them where, them a go through whatever them a go through.
Yeah.
And then put on a brave face, a smiling face, and step
go
out.
through same way.
Yeah, man. So big up. Ladies, we love you.
Look at that, no man. We love you too, man. We are talking about proper big up. All right, my big up for this week, I endorse it to a certain extent. I big up in particular the mothers. The mothers, them, overall with COVID, there's so many things that mothers have to go through and so many sacrifices, and as it relates to school and online classes, and just the whole factor that a lot of mothers somewhat even leave them cell phone, leave them devices just for them kids to be a part of the whole school thing, and just to balance things. This is not really one of the best times in terms of going through the pandemic, and especially with mothers with more than one kids.
Yes.
It can be a rough one. So we big up all of the mothers out there who know say boy them make them sacrifices and go through, and big up all of the fathers them who are support the mothers them during this journey and are a part of it too. And big up some fathers who them dead as mothers same way too.
Yeah.
If you understand what I say in terms of them are everything same way. So once again big up the parents them in general.
That is it.
All right, so we have to balance things out now. So we are going to the burnout section. We are burnout.
All right, so Courtney, I have a little story. I no pop, but I have a little story this week.
Talk to me.
I said to them, after I left off of the air, I go down on the garage.
Yeah.
And down there, I say, all right, long time, I don't drink a peanut punch.
All right.
So I buy a peanut punch and I drink, and we are, I do some work on the car, and like half an hour after I feel my belly, I
walk on.
So I say, all right, I make a move to the bathroom, and this is where the burnout come in.
Yes.
Burn out the people, and we go use the bathrooms, and you make a mess, and you leave it.
Yeah, no, stop.
Because there's some, I couldn't even use the bathroom, there's some, I end up have to go home. All the way on my yard.
What of them do to collision? So, you wall out.
But I've wall out. Never have the choice.
It's what I do to collision.
Yeah,
but
man.
Definitely, the burnout there.
Yeah, man.
Real way. Some persons, me tell you, them deal with because it name public bathroom.
Yeah.
Them feel like say boy, them not fit do no form of cleanliness
Exactly.
and make sure
no,
say
man,
boy.
clean up behind yourself if anything
Look here.
happen, man.
Look
Simple,
here.
Do
But
it like you do at home.
Yeah, man. Some people them no business man is running. Them not use them yard bathroom or them home bathroom.
Go
Them
on
just
better
say,
than that, man.
you know,
Burn out.
burn off. Soak. Yeah, man. What I tell you to collision. Don't.
Shabdon.
All right. So my burnout for this week, you don't know, say, you have some people who go to market and, more time them feel go and them feel come. And, it's good for so when you go upon a vegetable, you look upon a vegetable or a fruit.
Yeah.
You have to feel it and make sure say it. All right. But you have some people who literally feel it, for push them fingernail down in it, them feel it for when them feel it so hard that sometimes them ending up move it aside and say, all right, give me half a dozen or give me a dozen, and don't take the one where them feel. And the vendor them a complain.
Yeah.
The vendor them a complain because more time them just leave with a bag of things where just feel but it's not like you feel it and you take the one the way you feel. You just put the one there aside. So me a burn out some people know say them got the market or supermarket or any place and them a check the fresh vegetables and them thing and the farmer make sure say boy him keep the thing right and squeeze it and you know, it not gonna sell. You know what I mean? Burn off money. You have to, you know what I mean? You have to do the right thing. And, you know, I mean, I understand ripe fruit and thing, you have to a little squeeze, but you know, so hard with your fingernail gun night. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Discretion, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. All right, so it's about that time, you know, the live performance segment. You know, we have a throwback performance. You don't know. Collision, drop it, you know. Radioland, are you ready?
Internet beams, are you ready?
Happening right now on the WTA stage, throwback style. It's all about Innovator.
Watch it free. You are going to all right, big up. And then I say, yo, watch it. I love the girl about. So I have to do the one. Watch out, Tapper, level it down now. Watch out now. Me say me love you, baby. Girl, you alone, I drive me crazy. You are the wife, girl, you want no matey. No scumpy thing, my baby. Girl, me love you, baby. Girl, you alone, I drive me crazy. You are the wife, girl, you want no matey. Me and you together forever, me baby. Watch out now. Me and you are come from far from when we used to walk until we have car. Like dumpling and butter, so we par. You beside me beside the car, the two are we a star. Me baby, me can't stop loving ya. Me say me can't stop touching ya. Me friend them a call me mama man. Call me mama man, cause anyway you got me love you, baby. Girl, you alone, I drive me crazy. You are the wife, girl, you want no me a tick. No scumpy thing, my baby. Girl, me love you, baby. Girl, you alone, I drive me crazy. You are the wife, girl, you want no me a tick. Me and you together forever, me baby. First time me meet you, hello, then tada. Watch out, you turn on me baby, mother. Girl, you me want, me no need another. For your birthday, and me I send you go to Canada. Da 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 da. Hello. Da 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 da. See the ring, yeah. Me say me can't stop loving ya. Can't stop loving ya. Can't be love, baby. Yeah, you see pray. Next track. Yo, DJ first, pick up yourself. You see pray. You are going. Yo, sunshine. Yo, DJ wait. Watch it pray now. You are going. Yo, kush. Watch it now. Talks over this, I say ta da 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 da. Over there, say hello. Yo, Neela. Hello over there, so say ta da 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 da. Over there, say hello. That's over there, so say, hey, Tapper, you don't know we have it, no, so we get it. Kick it front up, what a kick it front up. Ta da 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 da, you know the thing that. Ta da 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 da, be your girl want me back. No scumpy thing that I me chat. Hello, me kick it front up. Ta da 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 da, you know the thing that. Ta da 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 da, be your girl want me back. No scumpy thing that I me chat. Hello, me kick it front. When me say ta da da, me and a girl alone, me rather man atta da ngaba coulda never be another. No scumpy thing, come in a fella tell me never innovate, me bigger than dollar. Telling me bed out it and be a be mother just a mother for me body with a long piece of cheddar. To me touch her is like a love from my mother. Knock it out like a slug from a hammer. Ta da 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 da, me off the place lock. Ta da 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 da, be a girl want me back. No scumpy thing that I me chat. Hello, better than just kick it front up. Ta da 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 da, hey Jamaica, me love on the band. You see pretty, you see it? Big up on yourself. Hello, watch you now, here I go now. Watch out now, hey. Anyway, you see the interview we give me. Happy remedy for any for your slimmy. Body well sturdy, sexy and pretty. Telephone a ring. Hello, Miss Kitty. Hey, do the maths. Miss Kitty, big up. Watch out. You are going Tapper. The general said we have to have one heap of lyrics to come here, sir. And I say, oh, now have one heap of lyrics. China, come here, sir. You see, pretty. Go watch out. Out there, watch out now. Where you say? 13? Eh? Alright. You are going. The one I locked on my place now. Watch her now. Mr. Joe Grind. She called me just to get in it. Man coulda only gone for 5 minutes. Drink Magnum, me no know about spinach. Mr. Joe Grind. And me the girl them want give it. Coulda 1 hour, coulda 5 minutes. Drink Magnum, me no know about spinach. Watch her now. 6 o'clock when him just start the car. By 6:01 me no dead too far. 6:02 when him just drive off. Me in the bedroom and a turn star. Watch out. The this a way you call bedroom war. Enough is me a do when me a do. If the man fi come back right now, guess the window not dead too far. Mr. Joe Grind. She call me just to get in it. Man coulda only gone for 5 minutes. Chink Magnum, me no know about spinning. Mr. Joe Grind. I me the girl them want give it. Coulda 1 hour, coulda 5 minutes. Drink Magnum, me no know about spinach. Watch out, them call me Mr. Joe Grind. Me have the fast look, me have the slow. Hey, Tappa, different chap. Is he free? Hello. I want to them. Tappa, you know say, through them see Innovator out there. Thank you, Father God, for putting no spam in them. It's kitty big up. Watch out now. Me know say, mount make for chat, right? And you see it? Here we go and kneel. Oh, then can't talk so. Watch out now. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Hey, the big man say pull up now. Say hello. Over there, say ta da 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 da. Watch out. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Me no listen, you know much of them bad mind now. Watch out now, when we tell them a general. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Me no listen when Pia gonna chat. In a hole, them pass me job. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Me no listen when Pia gonna chat. In a hole, them pass me job. Back stabber. You a poison, you was a damn grabber. Say you want me friend and you know want me climbing and I want me jump on me face a damn thing that you rather. Grabbing a very long mouth till you get a one me dead for me body you push out pants sweater. Like bolt, me a blaze up the sweater. Hello. Over there, then say pull up. You see pray. Here we go on. You know say them chat about a thing every day. Just so them not like how it things set. But here we go on now. Watch out. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Me no listen when Pia gonna chat. In a hole, them want see me job. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Me no listen when Pia gonna chat. In a hole, them want see me job. Backstabber. You a poison, you was a damn grabber. Say you want me friend and you know want me climb me ladder. Want me jump on me face and them thing that you rather. Copy number very long mouth and they get a want me dead for me body you push out past stretcher. Like bolt, me a blaze up the stretcher. Ready for the work, me no need job letter. Mount make for chat, mount make for chat. Me no listen when Pia gonna chat. In a hole, them want see we chop. Mount make for chat. Me no listen when Pia gonna chat. Yo, Gavin, watch out now. Hear me tell them, watch out now. Tell a teeth, tell a tongue. Ever still a move and a knock bubble gum. Pray for me fall, you go pray till you're dumb. And a boxing ring, but my lyrics them a punch. Can't eat the food, yo, look a next lunch. You a musty rap man, I want some punk. Oh, you fi frost without magnum. You drunk? No, give me more rum. Hello. Mount make for chat. More, pull it up. We know we not like bad mind from birth and all who not like a bad mind them say hello. Watch out now. Them figure. Yo, good, sing it out now. Bad mind people fi. Hypocrite people fi. Envious people fi. All who not like with it. Watch out, man a no Peter Pan, no Papa, no sailor. Bad mind me we see later. Two man a work and a hunt fi make me paper. Them want see me turn jailer. But me nah make them take me life. Me nah stop from call up on the savior. Me have me own ranks and me flows and me lyrics up. You know you fi call me a innovator. Them figure. Yeah. You say hello? You say, the one there? You know sir. Alright. You don't know, we have to keep it clean as it, so we have to just deal with it official. But here are going. Jesus Christ. We set up a chat the one there? Alright. Here I pray now. You make me say hello when me see you. Me have a bungle, I love you, Sophie Gia. Me love you. And your belly button, now tell me no when me ready fi come for you. You make me say hello when me see you. Bring up on a tour in a real life. You want me baby, me and go make the world see you. Me never see a girl when me coulda jealous over so. I know me full of girl, me have girl that's over so. Me mount a number in my phone, girl with black and some chrome, some look umpis, comfy girl, them a fit cover so. So tell your man, when you have to hello. You see, pray. You don't know what things set, you know. Just something different. You don't know. We there, so it's a nice stuff here. It's a pleasant. You see, pray. And I say, yo, watch your coach. Okay, you don't know what things set, right? Yeah. Me have too much lyrics. Dig up a lyrics now, man. What you say? Alright, here we go on. You all speed. I mean, I say, yo, IRIE FM, you have to respect them to the fully. Watch out now. Catty under the liquor, fit like figure low, this a gyal a fitter. So what? Me a no mosquito, she a my baby, me a the baby sitter, no feet palm bigger. Gyal a walk in on the crate of your foot, and no your fault, make gyal stand up and a look. Picture tech, put it on your Facebook, man a like. Hello. What's it pray now? Topper, catty under the liquor, fit like figure low, this a gyal a fitter. So what? Me a no mosquito, she a my baby, me a the baby sitter, no feet palm bigger. Gyal a walk in at the crate of your foot, and no your fault, make gyal stand up and a look. Picture tech, put it on your Facebook, man a like, oh them get up. Under the influence she wine, under the influence she wine. Wiggle up your body, no waste the time. Wiggle up your body, no waste the time. Me say you under the influence she wine, under the influence she wine, under the influence she wine. Baby, me love your shape design. Watch it now, baby, I got it like that. When you flat top, drop it like that. Cause drop it like that. Yo, Tapper. More while me want play and me can't get grass. So man broke me fi start weird cast. Money man a pre ya me want some fast. 2 PS man a beg much less to try fast. No time you see me on me now but time. Too old I so I me no need a lime. No time. Cause me must make a thing. Hey, every you just go and hold the faith. You see pray. Cause one day things must great. But me I tell you in a real life. Watch it pray. More while me want play and me can't get grass. So man broke me fi start weird cast. Money man a pre ya me want some fast. 2 PS man a beg much less to try flash. No time you see me on me now but dime. Too old I so I me no need a lime. No time that a gun can't cross my mind. Cause me must make a thing me not try no crime. Innovator, no stresser. I that me ear in my mind. So me not stop work hard and try. Until you check your watch. Yes I see it my time. Everything no quiz like Tucker. Money for you run my money no place at money for you run my money no fi buffer. Tell the bigger heads them no close them shut a car where the money cheat. Yeah me a go for call me. Enough for you to me money must no fear. Lock down the place like pay and cover. Tell them innovator nah be no coffee. No time you see me on me nah but I'm too old I so I me no need a lime. No time not a gun can cross my mind. Cause me must make a thing me not. Watch out. What are the talk of the town? Man want euro, man want porno. All me girls she vex like wow. Told me tell her me only love money right now. One talking money come on. Money plan and never grow come see. Not a money dada. Also man also for the money mama. Innovate, elevate for the money ladder. Hey money for you run like top work. No top work counting just like clockwork. The clockwork chorus then the top first. This a one a shot like oh this a hello. Say it da 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 da. What's your prayer now? I'm on the way, say right? What's your now? What are the talk of the town? Man want euro, man want porno. And me girl she vex like wow. Told me tell her me all the love money right now. One talking money grandma. Money plan and never grow come see. Not a money dada. Also man also feed the money mama. Enough for you to live here for the money ladder. Hey money for you run like chop work. No top work counting just like clockwork. The top work chorus then the top first. This a one that shot like all this top work. Work hard every day, me no know no better. My blood nothing know no pressure. If left me lactose intolerant, me still have to get my cheddar. Me punch hard like me weather. Switch up, I will never. And if money gone up in the sky and me a figure fly moon that grow be a feather. Money come up, money plan and never grow come see. Not a money dada. Also man also for the money mama. Innovate, elevate for the money ladder. Miss a money for you run like clockwork. No stop work counting just like clockwork. Tick tock work, chorus then me chop first. This a one a shot like gold. Watch out, man want money fi set my life right. House on the hill, ooh, that's a nice sight. Buy all the youth, them couple RX bike. Just call me in, but now I'm still kind. Not a time to worry about bad mind. Turn it in a reality, yes I'm still trying. Make more sense than Albert Einstein fi build mine. Till me land pon the sea like landmine. Money grandma, money plan I never grow, come see. Not a money dada. Yes, alright, I want to them. Jesus Christ. What them a talk about, brother? We don't know what we're going to now. You see, free, yo, Neil. Yo, you see, boy, Innovator. And I got this, the boy, there in the from the boy, boss, the boy, not sending on the food pump. Bad man in a charge. Yo, you see, boy, Innovator. Man, I got this, the boy, there in the from the boy, boss, the boy, not sending on the cheese man. Bad man in a charge. What am I say? Eh? Yo, I talk, them a talk. Yo, I talk, them a talk. Me general. Yo, I talk, them a talk. Talk, them a talk, them a talk. Trust me, not afraid of people. Me, not afraid of people. And anyway, me come, me say me have it. You coulda bad, you coulda tough, you coulda evil. Look how you, we not afraid of people. We not afraid of people. Man, a bad people, no fabble of the war. Look how you, we not afraid of people. Watch out, them a send shit, them a make talk. Some look could be up and listen with it. Brain a fly like a plane where you suck enough like liquor in a park when you check off. So tell your friend them man pause for me junk about me ride up on him running mine. Me a the maddest in the sweet where you a talk about. This me a party time out. Look a fool, man a heartless. Hello, hello, hello. No problem of this, free. Hello. Watch out, everything go down, under. Eh? Alright, that is it. Alright. You don't know when we say an normal thing. We say hold them mommy. Alright, we are hold them. Watch out now. Y'all we act simple, y'all we act touch. Then swarm me like mosquito. Chew me ever look bush. Chew me ever look bush. Watch out. Anyway, me step up, coulda gas up, coulda des up. Anyway, so when me go so hello, y'all set me too bad. Y'all set me too bad. Kitty your body bright just like me notepad. Kitty your body light just like me notepad. One touch, me bound for no God. One touch from you, me bound for no God. Y'all say you me, you no follow me. Me you follow she, me no follow too. You me rather she. Wanna call me, one buck of me. Our boyfriend a sneeze like him have allergy. Me no wanna be, never wanna be. Tell her A, tell her B. Say you this what you wanna see. Lock down the place, me no wanna key. Innovator away, every girl a pray. Coulda ya so, coulda des so. Anyway so, when me go so. Y'all set me too bad. Y'all set me too bad. Kitty your body bright just like me notepad. Kitty your body bright just like me notepad. One touch, me bound for no God. One touch from you, me bound for no. She said she stop drink Pepsi and she get my thing. If on the phone then you not go get no ring. Hello, Miss China, say you stop climb chief and you get my limb. You know here, then what I want him. Make a girl wet like she just done swim. Come cross my girl, me want tell her something. 2 yard the bomb yam. What I know? Anyway you give me, you take it tonight. You coulda beg me, you set it tonight. Innovator not and catch up it. What I know? Tapa now. Eh? Where say daddy? I last one this man. You see if you like this now. You are gone. You want to spin town. I last one this dog of it. Right? Alright. Innovator there, so we're there, though. Jeez. My. Hello. What you pre? I know that. Watch out. Bentley and Benz make enough y'all show. If I hold a roller, she might walk up. Never saw let park up her foot and she just go and walk on me, just go and look like it's a Honda girl. The RR fit for your bumper girl. Anyway me touch is a bunch of girl. Stop using him right now and start for number girl. Come ya girl, the engine sound like a thunder girl. Never fought, never flop, never punch a girl. She got it on the bar. Well, me get you as a tons of y'all. Big up the man them we push and cut and still I get any gal in a them party. You shape my girl, why add it up fast. Your curve put me right back in a maths class. Me because a BB and me never own thoughts. Pass you, pass her, she in a S class. Boy in a ladder, a call girl crush in a hesitate. We tell him about him starch. Under girl, the horror fit for your bumper girl. Anyway me touch this up. Watch out. Alright, everything good now. Yes, I do the one there. Watch out now. Mr. Parker, no, me nah go drop the one ya. Me I go freestyle on the one ya. Me, I got drop a freestyle now. Watch out now. Innovator, the people, them love me bad. A while ago, me, I come a OG, me say, and me step out of the car. The people, them a go on like say, them don't heed that when them say, Innovator. The people, them love me bad. And everybody just a shout out, hello, ta da da da. I'm here on the street right now. Me say, I'm here on the street right now. A while ago, when me step out, you saw the whole woman a go on and say, I Innovator that. And me say, hello. She say, what go on with GJ? And me say, everything good and over. You saw me go and write down. So the thing said. And not umpis competing enough of a double. And that me thing said. And watch out. No. My friends, watch out. You don't know a thing said in the top. Watch out. Bentley down Benz make no girl shook. If a old car roll that she might walk up. That was all let park up her foot and she just. See it now? Watch out now. The whole of them a check out with style. The whole of them a check out with style. The whole of them a check out with style. The whole of them a check out with style.
Start Innovator, you know, long without hear the new song. Innovator, look here, the man. You know, say Innovator, bad entertainer, of course. Passed through earlier on, you don't know, before COVID and all these things, because you know we have to play some throwback performances. And you know, big up yourself anyway there. I think a Spanish Town, you don't know Innovator forward from. So big up the whole of Spanish Town, same way. You know the Shreps go. Long time when I get a new song, Innovator forward and give you a new tune and come up with it.
Right time, you know.
You know what I mean?
Right time now for do everything, you know.
Every time.
Whole heap of time per way.
Then I tell you, man. Ta da 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 da.
You over there say ta da 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 da. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, man. Big up yourself anyway, the Innovator. All right. So that's our time. Of course, we have to big up everybody who participate in our What's the Scoop. You know the something go. Also big up all the peeps on YouTube who enjoy the performance. You know the thing go. You know the Shreps go. Of course, every week you can catch me at 9 a.m. to 10 for the first edition of What's the Scoop. And then guess right after that, Kishima steps in at 1 o'clock, 1 to 2. She gives you the second version, beer scoopings and shellings. You know the something go. Then we link up again at 6:15 for a live performance segment like this. Throwback style, you know the something go. You know the thing go until we decide, say, we are going to resume about the performances and these things. You know the something go. All right, so big up all the peeps locked in from near and far. You don't know, so curfew this evening, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
You know, so we have
1 hour.
No, we have hour. We have 1 hour for, you know,
hour.
One will have a little
vibes. A Pepsi.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Have something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big up all of the peeps, them we know, say, boy, them they're home, or some people getting ready to head back home, or wherever you are, when you're up on a corners, you have an hour left, so you know the thing go. Of course, big up our team as well. Big up to Wilbert Wisdom. You don't know, big up yourself as always. Also, Peter Broadband, YouTube, you know the Shreps. DJ Collision, you don't know as always. You know the Shreps.
Yeah, man, massive big up.
Big up yourself every time. Don't forget, of course, Big A's up next, and he'll be keeping you company until 10 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. My name is Courtney Mack.
DJ Collision.
Have a wonderful Saturday evening, and guess what? Enjoy your weekend, because you don't know, tomorrow, no movement day lift, you know, so you have your Sunday for yourself, you know. Enjoy your day. You know the song.
River.
Outside.
Shub
out. We see you next week, same time, same place.
We out.